But we've played games before. And, you know, if I recall, I don't recall exactly how they went, but some were better than others. But it was basically the kind of a similar thing where he's got that attitude that he's just better than everyone, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, he's got a big ego and thinks he knows a lot, but he doesn't. He just knows how to make a lot of sense and sound confident when he speaks.
So I remember
So people just take whatever he says as face value. They don't question
it. So I remember those games, like the gist of them. There were, I don't know how many, but I've played in games with him. I want to say at least 3 or 4 times.
Damn.
And every time it was always a weird type of engagement or exchange, to where it was like he was always a little hostile and always on the like accusatory side, like, oh, you know, you're a toxic nurse, or you're this, or you're that, like always kind of like that. And then I would have to go and explain in his chat and be like, hey, I just want to let you know, like, you know, I wasn't stream sniping you or anything. It's just, this is what I was doing, and I was trying to be nice and blah, blah, blah. And usually it would end peacefully, but more in a sense of where, like, he never wanted to, he was never, like, exceptionally nice. It was always me, like, trying to be peaceful to him, and him maybe, like, reluctantly agreeing, or, you know, like, just being, I don't know. Anyway, they would, like, the exchanges would end peacefully, so to speak, but there would always be some kind of, maybe not always, but there was generally some kind of conflict or accusation, or just like tension to start out with. It was always like the kind of attitude he had right there. Like, he was literally reporting the Trapper. The Trapper didn't do anything. He was every bit as much of a victim as anyone else, and he was reporting the Vittorio, who didn't do anything, claiming that the Vittorio was working with the cheaters and just as guilty, when he didn't even know us. Like, we don't even know who that Vittorio was. We didn't queue up with him. Yet he, you know what I'm saying? He, like, victimized himself and criminalized everyone. And that's always been, like, his attitude, it seems like, when he plays games. I think he might have been worse before from videos I've seen, but anyway, I always just tried to be nice and understand, like, okay, he's a little defensive, or he's a little accusatory, or doesn't, you know, doesn't understand that somebody's not trying to be mean or toxic or whatever. So I would always give him the benefit of the doubt and try to just be as friendly as possible. But, you know, what I'm saying is he probably never liked me. Pretty sure he never liked me, even before I ever was hacking or anything, just when I was like a regular nurse main. But he would never really come out and say it until how he just said it right there on his stream. I mean, I'm indifferent either way. It's like, he can think whatever he wants. He's obviously got a history of being toxic, so to speak, towards a lot of people. You know, that's kind of the irony of situations like this. You're sitting here talking with people who are hacking, and everybody's like, oh, there's the scum of the earth, they're so toxic and evil. But I don't think I'm anywhere near as toxic or evil as a guy like that. Like, you don't have to be a cheater to be a scumbag. And not everybody that's cheating in a silly video game is a scumbag. I'm not saying I'm not a scumbag. I'm just saying not everyone that's cheating in a game, it's like not synonymous with being a scumbag. There are people that'll just be like, oh, if you cheat in a video game, you're a trash individual, like a trashy human being. As if the two really have anything to do with each other. It couldn't be that you're just trying to be silly and have fun and make silly videos to make people laugh. Like that couldn't be it, you know. You're just a scumbag, trashy person. But it's always the people that are like it's always the people that are screaming and crying for tolerance and acceptance and love that are always the most intolerant, least accepting, most judgmental and hateful people. I'm not really speaking about him at this point, but just generalizing. You know, it's always the people that pretend that they're taking the moral high ground and they're doing all the grandstanding and like, oh, you're so morally wrong for cheating in a video game. Yet if it were up to them, they would see you publicly executed, you know, from up on their high horse, throwing stones, their self-righteous attitudes. DBD is literally a casual game. Imagine taking DBD seriously. Well, that's just the thing, is that I don't believe that the people who are really angry and hateful and resentful and just mean-spirited, like toxic, whatever you want to call it, like the people that are just nasty, I don't really think it has a whole lot to do with the video game. I think it has to do with that those are the kind of people they actually are at the core. They're just miserable, bitter, unhappy, discontent people. It just comes out in the video game because that's what they're doing. They're playing the video game. And so when things don't go their way, their personalities come out. And those are just their personalities. It doesn't matter if they were playing DBD or if they were playing basketball or chess or, you know, Uno. Like, whatever they're doing, their mean-spirited nature is just gonna come out because that's who they are. And they'll present it in a way where it's like it's all around the game, like, oh, I don't like you because you're a toxic killer, you camped me and slugged me and did this and that, or you're a toxic survivor, you teabagged me and you hit me with the pallets and clicked your flashlight at me. But it has really nothing to do with that. It just has to do with they're angry, miserable, bitter, discontent, unhappy people with very little joy in their life. It's a long rant, but that's what I think. Because I just can't relate to the fact that people would take a game so serious that they would actually hate other people over it. And, you know, people might say, well, I don't hate, or I'm not hateful, but like, when you look at the actions and the things that they say, it comes off as hateful. You know? Like, let's say, for instance, right? Because I'm cheating in the video game, all these people are excited and happy and rejoicing that I am getting my YouTube channel terminated. But not just my YouTube channel, all my YouTube channels. Channels that I've been working hard on for the past, like, 15 years that have nothing to do with gaming, nothing to do with cheating in games or anything like that. But they're rejoicing that I would lose all of that, you know, be it all the time and energy I've put in them, the fact that they're a source of income for me, and they'll just be like, oh, well, he deserves it because he cheated in a video game. It's like I'm saying, if they could publicly execute me, they'd be okay with that. Be like, oh, that's deserved. Yeah, those are the good people. Those are the good guys. Yeah, I'm learning the cheese. I am learning the cheese. Got a face kipping Boba on the stream once. Came in the chat to talk about being a vigilante. I mean, it's all the context of a game, you know, but I guess people do take it serious. But what I'm saying is I don't really think it's all about the game. I think that personalities come out. Like, if you're a chill person, you'll just be chill, like whether you win or you lose. Ooh, he's getting the Mori on. Okay. Well, goodbye. You are the weakest link. You lose to go to the next game, oh well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, it's like, sure, not every game feels great. You get tunneled, slug, camped, whatever. You get 4-man escape and everybody teabagging you as when you're killer. Sure, it's doesn't always feel good, but you just realize it's a game. It didn't go my way. You know, go on to the next. Say good game. And understand it's just a game. It's not something to, like, really lose sleep over.
I'm off here. I'll be back later tonight, man.
Oh no, I'm stuck.
I'll see you tonight if you're around.
Alright, catch up with you.
See ya.
What?
Later, Jay.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
What?
What was that?
You laughing about?
Just running the Death Slinger around the main building over and over and over and escaping at the last second. Good chase. He's like, bruh. That fun? I said, not fun. You got your Mori in there. Be happy.
Was he not happy? Was he too rude?
I said, not funny. He said, not when you're cheating. I said, you can laugh and go next or cry. It's up to you. Oh, I guess he's done.
No longer arguing with you.
Well, he didn't really argue. He just said, bruh, no, and not when you're cheating. He just didn't have fun, that's all. But he got his Morian. He got to blow some guy's face off. Should be happy. Did you hear I got a message from the gay Jake?
You got a message from him?
On Discord.
Ah, I guess my shit was fucking up. What'd you tell you, eh?
All he said was RIP you, smiley face, bad idea, smiley face. And then he blocked me. I can't even reply.
Oh.
Sounds scary.
I think you got a mad hostage for an hour.
He said he was start making threats in the game that he was going to send it to Spook and Douche and he's going to make another video on me. Pretty soon, Spook and Douche's whole channel is just going to be videos on me.